Ha! Hi, everybody. I've made 4 videos like this over the last 2 years, but this one is different. And the reason this one is different is because it hits different. Dimitri passed yesterday. Dimitri has been with me for almost 2 years in this office. A couple years ago, he was diagnosed with a fatal heart condition and given 2 to 3 months to live. And he made it almost 2 extra years. He's been my companion for about 2 decades and was the last one of me and my wife's first generation of animals together. So needless to say, it is very sad. He was, especially lately, a very big part of the channel, and we're really going to miss him. That being said, it is a completely different experience to have an animal pass after they've lived a long and full life, and you know that they were happy and great the whole time. Guomi says, is Tara fine back at the old home? Tara passed a couple years ago. Yeah, so Dimitri was the last. The thing about Dimitri passing is that although this is very sad, this is the closure of a chapter for me. And it's one that frankly really needed to happen. This has been something that has kind of been that I've had to expect for 2 years now, and every day coming in here has been bittersweet for the last 2 years, knowing that, I love this little guy, he's right in front of me, but any day he's going to be gone. That was wearing on me in ways I didn't understand until he was gone. And it's weird to say, but and really the only reason I feel comfortable saying this is because he was such an old cat. He lived so long. But in some ways, this is one of those things that I had to get through. It had to happen, and now that we're here, it's kind of like, I let out a breath last night I didn't realize I was holding, and I had been holding for years. So anyway, the reason I'm making this video, and the reason I wanted to kind of let you guys know, is frankly, a lot of you guys have been along with this journey daily with me for years. When something happens like this, I feel it's important to tell you, because again, this is basically, let's be real, he was the real streamer in a lot of ways. So it's important that, I feel like instead of just having you notice that he hasn't shown up for months, I'm going to tell you about this stuff, which is one of the reasons I'm kind of transparent about it. And on that note, I also wanted to let you guys know that I have received an abundance of extremely kind, considerate, nice messaging, especially referencing all the stuff me and my family have gone through over the last 2 years with this stuff. And I just kind of wanted to make sure everyone knows we're not only fine, but this was the only one of these that was expected. We're all okay with it. We knew it was coming. And like I said, now we can start over. Nothing could really happen while Dimitri was here. And now that he is gone, we can move forward. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We had already been planning in getting some sibling kittens, but we were waiting for Dimitri to take his time and live his life, which he now has. So nothing is going to happen this week, but just know that, we're immediately thinking about how we can get our family whole again. And a big part of that is going to be rescuing some more animals. So stay tuned. You might be seeing that in the near future, or maybe not. We're not gonna stress it. But that's where we are. And like all these little updates in this news thing, I just kind of want to let you know. That's all. We hang out, some of us, every single day together. So yeah, this is stuff that I feel is good to know. Eridim says, will you bury him in your yard so he can stay with you forever? First of all, that's really sweet of you. Second of all, we have a guy who has been helping us with some planting in our yards. And when Booker passed, he suggested something that we really liked. And what we're doing is Booker, Gary, and Dimitri, we have planted trees around the yard with plaques. And every one of the trees, when they were planted, there was a hole dug next to it, right next to the trees, that goes all the way down under the roots. And we dump the animals' ashes down those holes. So the tree is essentially, they're part of those trees. So yeah, that's what we do. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for tuning in on this. I'm going to go play some games and start the rebuilding process. So anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.